The Thing in the Basement by Michaela Morgan. First published 2006 by A&C Black Publishers Limited. Chapter 4. Scott set off to find the basement steps again. It wasn't easy, and he was worried in case he met a teacher and had to explain where he was going. He didn't want to have to explain. He didn't want to get into trouble. He was just about to give up when he saw the steps. "Don't be scared," he said to himself. "Just go up to the door and peek through the crack." He followed the trail of sooty marks down one stair, then two, then three. He tried not to be scared of the smells. He tried not to be scared by the gurgling and glugging sounds coming through the door. He tried not to be scared of the shadows. But then he heard the sound of footsteps, and the door at the bottom of the stairs opened. It was the hairy man, Creepy Crawly, the dragon keeper. "What are you doing?" roared Mr. Crawly. "No children are allowed here. I'm going to take you straight to see the head." And that is what he did. Soon a shaking Scott was standing in front of Mrs. Wycherley, the head teacher. "What's this all about, then?" she asked. I was trying to see the thing in the basement," Scott stuttered. "I've heard it roaring. I've felt its heat. I know you've got a dragon down there." Mrs. Wycherley shook her head. "He knows you're keeping a dragon, Mr. Crawly," she sighed. And then she looked at Scott and said, "I think it's time we introduced you to Stovey. Take him down to the basement, Mr. Crawly." As they marched back down the maze of long dark corridors, Scott's mind was bubbling with thoughts and fears. Why are they taking me back to the basement? What are they going to do? Are they going to feed me to the dragon? At the bottom of the concrete steps, Mr. Crawly swung the door open. Mrs. Wycherley stood well back. There was a terrible wave of heat and sound. "Scott, meet Stovey," said Mr. Crawly. Scott had never seen anything like it. It was huge, it was noisy, it was covered in soot. But it wasn't a dragon.